Hi, Richard here from Irish Pens. Just a short video here on how we make a Feadán pen. The Feadán pen is basically a tubular pen, and that's what Feadán means in Irish, pipe or tube. And we see it as a tube that allows the flow of thoughts and creativity from your own brain, your own mind, through the instrument and onto paper. And it's that very simplistic design is what we were after. We also wanted to showcase as much as possible the beauty of the woods that we use. They're all Irish grown, natural woods with, I suppose, the very DNA of Ireland captured within them. So I put together the video just to let you see what the making the pen looks like. I hope you enjoy it. We did have a bit about how we drill the pens, but unfortunately I lost that bit of the video, so I just haven't got the time to go back and make it again. We'll be making a lot of more videos later on in the summer when we have time. We've had a very busy 18 months moving home, office, workshop, so it's been a busy last, as I say, 18 months, but we look forward to settling back into the business and putting together some better content over the coming months. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and any questions, pick up the phone and give us a call or send us an email through the website. Thanks for watching. Now these are this is the bog oak that we're using at the moment. This bog oak came out of a cottage that was demolished in a place called Conduit in Cavan, roughly in the 1950s. And that cottage was probably 100 years old at that stage. And this bog oak would have formed part of window lintels and door lintels. Obviously in a cottage of those days, there was probably only one door and two windows in it. But they would have formed parts of the lintels over those doors and also part of the roof structure. You can see here that that's the outside of some of the timbers. We get a chap in Cavan who cuts them for us into the size that we can use. He has to be careful because, see in that blank there, that hole was from a nail. And when he was doing these, he actually lost one of the blades in the saw was shattered by hitting a very, very big nail, which was quite expensive in the end. But anyway, so that's what the timber is. It's bog oak, coming from the soil in Ireland. It's quite badly cracked, some of it, but that's just something you have to deal with. It's important for us that we obviously pick the right oak for the pens that we make, and that's what we try to do. So that's the bog oak. We take these blanks of this size, cut them into the size that we need, and then we drill them and insert the tubes that everything hangs on. So I'll go through the process with you. It'll be relatively short, but it'll give you an idea of what we do and how your pen goes from this to the finished article. Okay, so now we've selected the blanks, we've drilled the blanks, and here's the blanks that you saw being drilled earlier on. And we have inside the two tubes that we hang all the gubbins on the inside of the pen. So we're going to mount these on the lathe on this particular fitting that I had specially made here by an engineering company in Cavan actually. I'm going to mount these on. I'm going to start turning them. So we have to clean up the ends first and get all that ready. So we'll do that in the next bit. Now we have the ends cleaned and we've blown out all the dust. So let's mount them and get turning one of the parts of the body of the pen. Ready. So now we have the pen ready to actually turn. So it's mounted on the lathe. As you can see, we keep the alignment the same so that I know when I put the pens back together that the grain runs in the right direction. So this is the cap of the pen, and we're going to start turning that now in a moment. So now we're going to turn the cap of the pen. I won't talk because you won't hear me over the sound of this when I put on the extraction, so we'll just go ahead. Now you see we have the turning done, so we just check the length of the pen and the diameter of the pen, and it's obviously the same, the full length, so now we know we have it right. So the next thing to do is to do some sanding. Now we started off with a rough coarse grit sandpaper, and now we're up to about 250 grit paper, so it's quite fine. Normally I'd have an extractor on now, but if I did you wouldn't hear me talking. And the most important thing here now is to gentle sanding, not to be harsh with the sanding. Gentle sanding. This is obviously a very old wood. It's a very hard wood, and we don't want to damage it in any way with the sanding process. I like to take the kind of a little bird corner off. Obviously sand the end grain as well. And when we do this, you're going to see some sanding marks. So as any good cabinet maker, wood turner, woodworker would tell you, when you're finished sanding, you go back over the wood and you sand the wood again with the grain. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'll keep doing this for another while, and then I'll show you what it's like when we put on the final finish. So this is the Danish oil finish going on. It's not just Danish oil, there's a few other ingredients in here, which I'm not 100% sure what they are, because we get this product from a friend of a friend in Dublin, who actually is a Bog Oak sculptor, and he gives us this product, and his commitment to us is that when he passes on, his wife is to give us the recipe. There you go now. So let's hope that, Kevin, you're around for many, many years yet. But that's the Danish oil finish. So now we put that on and we let that rest for a day, and then I'll put another coat or two on, and now that should leave a lovely finish where the wood is moisturised as such by the Danish oil. It also acts as a protector against moisture, and really for us it's all about bringing out the grain of the wood. It's not about hiding the grain of the wood at all. So that's the cap of the Feadán. Doing the body of the Feadán is the very, very same, and next step is I'll show you us basically assembling the pen. Now we have our pens turned, it's time to go into the assembly. Right, now we have the Feadáns, as you say, they're great video. This will try to get the focus at least. We have the Feadáns anyway finished. Now we get into the assembly part. So we have all the parts together, and we have to do now is press them into the bodies that we've turned. Obviously give them a clean on the inside, even though no one will ever see the inside, but I like to clean the inside. We clean the inside, cleaned and polished the outside, press everything together, and then we get into our packages and get it on. These pens are for a special client in the US, and he's got a very special friend that he wants to give each of the pens to. So they mean a lot to the client. We put a lot of effort in to make sure we get it right. We hope he's happy with them. Hopefully he will be. So that's the Feadán pen and how we make it. We'll be doing much more detailed video over the next couple of months in the summer in our new office and in our new workshop. So, but hopefully this will just to give you a flavour, I say, of what it is we do here at Irish Pens. So Irish Bog Oak Feadán pen with a Peter Bock nib, and as I say, with the Irish wood in the pen, you are looking at a pen that is, I suppose, linked to the very essence of Ireland through the fact that it lay in the bog waters here in Ireland for over 5,000 years.